kind of learn where your weakness and your strengths are. I actually learned so much weakness that I found out about myself.
Like,
okay, so
ito na. So, punta na tayo, Manalo sa Mexico.
wow.
So, you've gotten the crown in the Philippines, and then you carry the flag of the Philippines for the world to see. How was the experience? And at the same time, what were the learnings that you got during the competition outside the country na?
It happened one time talaga hindi ko na natiis. I think nagkaroon ng cat fight ako with my friend noon.
Hi, welcome to Build Different, a leadership podcast where we all strive to be our better selves through our different stories on a weekly basis. My name is Jasbert Yongson, your host for this episode. Have you ever been bullied because you look different? Our guest for today had her fair share of bullying, but with the wisdom from her parents, she has turned the negativity to strength. She's an extraordinary woman who has carved her own path in the worlds of modeling, pageantry, and advocacy. She's our first Miss Universe Philippines of Filipino-African descent and the first ever Miss Universe Asia. Join us as we delve into the incredible journey, her inspirations, and her unwavering dedication to empowering the youth and advocating for education. Please warmly welcome my good friend, Miss Chelsea Manalo. Palakpakan naman natin siya dito sa studio.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Jasper. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us. I mean, we are so excited at nakikita mo lahat ng mga kasama natin ngayon, nakangiti sila because yung beauty mo talaga nagre-radiate.
Salamat.
Always naman.
Nakasmile ba? Tignan natin.
Smile check, smile check.
Okay, nakasmile naman. Thank you,
Nakasmile
thank
naman.
you. I feel good na you're having me here. I love that the brief that you told me about, about leadership. I'm really excited to talk about this, not just in beauty pageants, but of course, something that everyone can relate into.
That is so right. Siyempre, yun nga, given that you've mentioned it's a leadership podcast, so ang question namin dito, pag nag-start kami is, how would you describe yourself as a leader?
Wow. I'm still learning. When you're a leader, you're not fixated on one thing. It's not a period. You learn so many things. You grow hand in hand kayo. But, my life has never been that perfect. I came from a really low ground point then naman. I was bullied. I didn't know how I could become a leader one day, how I could empower others, because I was just one person who have been empowered from, I don't know, from a model, from beauty queens, from my parents, from anyone who I see on social media. I have been empowered on that point. And now that I am one of that woman, I think there's so many things that now I can just talk about, and it's through how I can reflect to them. Siguro, being a leader is that when you know how to listen to one person, these stories, you share it to other people to influence them for good and to empower, not them, but to empower yourself.
And that's about it. Thank you for joining us in this episode. Tinapos na kagad. Grabe
Para
talaga.
naman Q&A yung tanong.
Oo nga, beauty queen na beauty queen. Pero, well, syempre, sobrang thankful kami that you're with us, syempre. And of course, I know that you're a leader. You're actually built different, just like perfect for the episode or the podcast. Kasi syempre, you've represented us well in the international scene. You've represented also a different beauty of a Filipina, syempre, breaking the standards. But, of course, Chelsea Manalo had her younger years, diba? So we want to find out, syempre, parang how you have actually built yourself up to where you are right now. Doon tayo sa humble beginnings of a Chelsea Manalo. Pwede mo ba kaming...
Unti-untiin,
bigyan mo
oo.
kami ng idea. Kamusta ba si Chelsea before?
Before, growing up, it was difficult talaga. I think I share that to many people. I'm always an open book with my story. It came to a point na I don't want to say, siguro ito, hindi ko pa ito na-share sa iba ha.
Exclusive. Right here on
Pero
Build Different.
I've been taught to always be kind kasi. Pero wag mo akong pipikunin, talagang magkakaroon ng sakitan. So it happened one time. Talagang hindi ko na natiis. I think nagkaroon ng cat fight ako with my friend noon. Kasi parang I was bullied. Talagang paulit-ulit. Pero it came to a point na physically niya na akong nasaktan.
Oh,
So
okay.
parang instinct mo agad lumaban, di ba? But again, I'm here to tell everyone, girls, kids, anyone, it is not okay to hurt anybody.
That's
Let's
right.
not do that. Parang bata kasi ako, I didn't know what to do. Pero that happened. It led to that point na when you get bullied, you don't know if it can hurt you just verbally, but sometimes they can hurt you physically.
Totoo
And
naman.
it's never okay to bully anybody at all. Bully by words, by your actions. But I've always been an achiever in many things also. So if hindi natin siya titignan in the bullying part, I had to cope up with the dreams that I had for myself.
Right.
I was a young girl who dreamed so many things. I wanted to be a girl na, who would always be on TV also, who would sing, who would be a pop star one day. But it started slowly. So I was
Right.
achieving things in school pa lang. So in school, I was doing talents. I was doing so many things, mga poster makings. Ito yung tinuro sa akin ng parents ko na, you don't really have to fight other people when things go wrong.
Right.
You go back to yourself. Who are you? What is it that you like to do? Ito yung i-return mo sa kanila. Return them and parang, ano yun, kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
Yun na lang.
Kanta
Parang,
yan
oo, kill them with
Selena
kindness.
Gomez.
You don't really have to do much, but only reflect to yourself kung ano yung capabilities mo, ano yung kaya mo i-control. And
Yeah.
then always do the things that makes you happy at the end of the day.
Pero I like it. Totoo naman yan, di ba? I mean, other people, parang they're just craving for attention, kaya sila
Oh, yeah.
nagbubully. Or maybe, hurt people. Sabi nga
Yes.
nila, di ba? So baka may pinagdaanan lang sila. But I love it that you've mentioned na lumaban ka, kahit pa paano, at least in that instance. Kasi I think, it's very healthy to set our
Oo.
boundaries also, di ba? Mapabata ka, mapamatanda
Oh, yeah.
ka. You have to say when enough is enough.
Yeah.
Diba? And of course, I think people should learn also to respect the boundaries that we set also. It's about taking care of our own mental health and making sure, diba, that we are in a very congenial environment. Otherwise, diba, parang it's gonna be wilderness for
Yeah.
all of us, para tayong animals, diba?
Yeah.
So I think that sets
No
us
one is
apart.
safe anymore.
Diba? So humans, be human,
Yes,
ladies
be
and
human.
gentlemen. Pero ito, syempre, we've seen you, well, at least from my own experience of you, diba? And getting to hear about Chelsea, Manalo, when you were joining pageantry. You've started with modeling and going to the limelight, syempre, with all these projects. But what was the driving force that led you into getting into this kind of field?
Wow. Siguro it was also a calling. To me, it was a sign already kasi I started young. I started young into pageantry, 17 ako, but modeling 14. And these are the things that I never thought I would eventually love. Modeling was my bread and butter. At the age of 14, I was doing it while I was studying. Pero yung pageantry, that's always a different story kasi dahil you put so much work into it, not just in pageantry itself, but for yourself. Like, kailangan lagi kang prim and proper, kailangan laging pretty yung damit mo, kailangan lagi kang nakapostura, yung hair mo, your makeup. So, it's an everyday work na I didn't know how I could commit to it kasi I was still a student, and it was kind of distracting me siguro kasi nababalance yung attention ko. I mean, na-divide yung attention ko to school and to pageantry. So, sabi ko, after school, that's when I'll continue doing it. So, after college, I studied tourism management, actually, and consular and diplomatic. So, both of these degrees are what my force, what my energy, or parang it loaded me with so much knowledge for me to really grasp kung ano yung gusto kong makamit one day. And I thought, again, I was gonna go into an industry that would lead me to, pero Miss Universe happened, and I couldn't be more thankful for it.
Yeah, syempre, I think yun nga sabi mo, parang it's really, really challenging. So it seems like kapag beauty queen ka, you should be already wearing the crown, at least parang invisible crown every time,
Yes.
diba? Because some people are sort of kind of expecting you to radiate the energy, the vibe of being royal, and at the same time representing also the causes that you have and whatnot, diba? All eyes on you, kumbaga. And, well, deserving naman, mapapalingon ka naman talaga pag Chelsea Manalo, all eyes on you, for sure. Pero ito, bring us back to the moment when you won Miss Universe Philippines muna tayo. Sa
Okay.
Philippines muna tayo.
Yeah.
I was there. Of course,
Yeah.
I hosted the show prior the actual show.
You
And
were
of course, I
always
was with
there.
you. I was with you
Yeah.
the whole time from the press presentation onwards as one of your hosts sa Miss Universe Philippines. But that night, I was so sure when you went out palang sa swimsuit na, oy, there is something about this gal, this lady.
Okay.
I mean, I've been with you, but then on that stage, nakita ko na there is a winner. There is a dark horse already there who will be getting the crown. May ganung feeling ka pinakita. And you could also get it in the reactions of the people sa mga videos na, and also sa live, parang, uy, talagang
Oh,
napapansin ko sila,
really?
di ba? Kasi meron silang, ang lakas ng mga cheer for Atisa, ang lakas ng mga
Oo.
cheer for
It was
Iloilo.
divided eh.
Parang akala
Yeah.
mo, yun na, but then, ikaw yung biglang, yung very organic yung yung labas ng emotions ng mga tao when you were just showing them how to slay on stage. Bring us to that moment, the feeling that you had when you finally got the crown on your head, na mag-balancing act ka pa ng konti.
Oo nga eh. How do I start? Siguro, it's always the same how I would answer it again and again. It's still fresh in my heart, in my memory. Yung shock, yung momentous feeling of getting to hold my parents and cry kasi this wasn't just my dream but also pangarap naman nila to. It's a dream of every girl there na I lived for. And I'm always going to share this crown with each and every one of them kasi hindi naman naging madali yung journey in pageantry. It's never going to be that easy. You grow, you kind of learn where your weakness and your strengths are. I actually learned so much weakness that I found out about myself.
Like,
okay, so
gusto ko marinig, ano bang mga
yeah.
weaknesses ni Chelsea?
There's so much eh. Parang I thought I was mentally strong with, what people would say to me. Kung ano yung mga parang instant moment na, oh, biglang wala kang damit, wala kang shoes, wala kang makeup. These are like my weaknesses na I don't know how I can find it. Siguro siguro let's say yung paano ka magpo-procrastinate na lang.
Yes.
Diba? It's not, sometimes weakness yun ng iba, sometimes strength siya. Pero siguro that was my challenge kasi I didn't have all of these resources na
Right.
I almost gave up. That was my weakness na I thought, tama na, okay na. End of the line na to siguro. But people were there along the way who helped me. And again, it brought me to my strength na, alam mo yun, sometimes having one thing lang or isang tao to support you is not a weakness. Rather, it's your power, it's your strength. Kasi may taong naniniwala sa'yo. Most importantly, yourself. Don't ever lose that hope. So, ito yung mga natutunan ko in pageantry, in Miss Universe Philippines, that when it was just down to the two girls, me and Ate Stacy.
Yes. Hi, Stacy.
Hi! I was just praying na lang. And I was looking at her. Pinagdasal ko din siya na whoever gets this crown, may the Lord or may the Spirit would always guide us to the right direction. To empower so much more women. Hindi lang to crown for yourself. Hindi mo siya dapat nakikita na, okay, nanalo na ako, that's it, tapos na, ganda lang, ganon. It's not all about that. And I think yun din yung nakita ko kasi sa organization of Miss Universe Philippines. They want a woman that can really speak, that can influence, that can also be out there with the people, and can also do the work. Kasi being Miss Universe Philippines and going out there in public is no joke. Medyo mahirap din siya na you're always trying to catch up on these people. You're always curious. And isa yun sa mga characters ko kasi I'm always curious about so many things. So, siguro yun yung nakita nilang authentic character ko. And again, when I won and got that crown, the only thing that really came into my mind is to just really grab and hug my parents. Kasi lahat nung hirap, lahat nung weaknesses ko, it all just sum up and built like a bowl of power.
Right.
Na finally, you got what your dream is, and now you're more powerful than you can ever be kasi there's so many things that you can do. It really is, siguro as cliche it is going to sound, pero it's a platform where so much opportunity is given to that woman na sana ginagamit niya for greater. And if I think I can at least support and empower and influence one woman right now or anyone who is watching this right now, then I think, yeah, I am already doing the best job in the world.
I love it. I mean, you're also having this leader mindset already. Kasi ka, siguro yung iba, kunyari, kung sinagot nila to, parang, we're just so happy, I have the crown or something. But I love it that you've been mentioning about utilizing the platform to bring out change right there. And you've mentioned about your weakness, diba? But then, I think kindness begets kindness. You've been kind to the people around you, so they've been very willing also to support you. And I think that is a good sign for a person to get the crown, diba? Because she's someone who brings people together, making it like a good community to thrive in. Okay,
that's the real meaning of leadership right there.
There you go. I mean, we're defining terms right here.
Ang galing sumagot, ha?
And I thank you. I'll be joining hindi pa. Wala. Anyways, eto na. So, punta na tayo, Manalo sa Mexico.
Wow.
So, you've gotten the crown in the Philippines, and then you carry the flag of the Philippines for the world to see. How was the experience? And at the same time, what were the learnings that you got during the competition outside the country na?
Wow. There's so much din kang matututunan when you're in a different country. Kasi suddenly mag-isa ka na lang, you don't have anyone to do anything for you. And then you kind of reflect on yourself again. Why am I here? What is it that you can do? It's not really about what did you learn, but rather what did you gain out of it? Parang ano yung nakuha mo in your experience.
Right.
Kasi yung learning, it will always come back and forth. It's either good or bad. But what I got out of it with Miss Universe, it was really about your there's so much. Parang I cannot pick point kung ano doon. Siguro let's just put it in a way na what it got out of me was maturity. At the age of 25, wow, for me to say maturity. Pero
Oo naman.
no, maturity in a way that you really learn to do everything yourself.
Right.
Not just in beauty pageant, pero how are you gonna manage yourself? Kasi in Miss Universe, time management, financial also. Kasi pag nandun ka, parang kailangan mo din, you're also getting money out of it. Parang, oh my gosh, paano ko to i-divide? Even your time, honestly, that's really important. And these are the things that I kind of gained when I was in Miss Universe. But overall, the experience was really amazing. It's undescribable. Kasi maraming beauty queen siguro after Miss Universe ang sasabihin nila, masaya, you gain sisterhood, you build a family. Honestly, it's the same thing, pero hindi mo ma-describe kasi you've never been there. Pag nandun ka, it's so fast. I was there for 2 weeks, pero lahat ng natutunan ko, lahat ng moments I had with these girls were authentic, were all genuine. Hindi siya nakikita ng camera, but behind the camera and the lenses, it's all about what you learn from one another, what they can give to you. There's so much you can learn from mothers, from single women, from above 20 and 18 years old. There are girls who join there, and you learn from one another. And these are the things that can reflect onto you na, again, magagamit mo in the future. Again, yeah, the experience was really amazing. I wish I could do it again. That's one thing that I want them to understand. That Miss Universe, that's it. It's your ultimatum. It's the end of it. Because for me, that is. I know Miss Universe has always been my goal, my dream, and now I've achieved it. I wish I could do it again. If there's one thing I can do again, if meron tayong time machine, is to do Miss Universe again. Yes, kasi yung experience again is what will make you win. It's not just about having a crown. It's not about having a sash. It's about the experience.
The experience is already a win. Parang, as you've mentioned, since parang everything happened so fast, it's like a crash course in life.
It was 2 weeks.
2 weeks, crash course talaga. But you learned a lot for sure. And yun nga, given that you've mentioned that you're so curious, sobrang mag-enjoy ka talaga kasi you're
Yeah.
just soaking in everything
Mm-mm.
and trying to, make sense out of all those
Yeah.
experiences and then apply it in your own life. Now, syempre, a beauty queen is not a beauty queen without the advocacies. Diba?
Okay.
So let's talk about your advocacies. I mean, you've
Okay.
been advocating education and empowerment. So ano yung nagda-drive sa'yo? Why are you passionate with these causes?
Siguro it started when I was young. Kasi yung mom and yung nina ko, yung nag-influence sa akin. Since I'm an only child, never ako nagkaroon ng parang group of children around me or malaking children around me. So, when I was little, nagvi-visit kami sa mga orphanage. And then instant yung feeling na masaya ka kasi you're just connecting with them, you're playing with them. And when you hear these stories of these children, bakit sila kasi, of course, you don't ask them, personal things because they don't know that. Sometimes there are children there that doesn't even know what's happening. Why are we in this facility?
Right.
Rather, you kind of ask them, parang, oh, what is your favorite color? And then, oh, what is it that you like to do? Pero every time you kind of have that conversation with them, ano lang yung gusto nila is makapag-aral.
Right.
Kasi not everyone in these kind of community, and let's say, even yung mga ibang bata na hindi afford or hindi nila kaya makapag-aral, ito lang din yung simple nilang pangarap. And if there is at least one thing that we can do to these children is to support them, at least hand a book or a pen is enough. Kasi there's so much one children can be more of or marami silang pwedeng makamit kung makapag-aral sila. So siguro yun yung naging driving force ko. Because my parents, the people around me, have influenced me to do that. And growing up, of course, I continued to do this, and until I wanted to join a pageantry, it's not really an advocacy that I want them to feel that I'm doing it just for myself, but for them, so that they can be heard.
Is there something, because you've been helping the people from the Dumagat people, right? Could you tell us, parang, ano yung nakita mo, the impact? Kasi, di ba, you've been doing a lot of things for them. Ano yung impact na nakita mo? How did they change? Ano yung nakita mo na positivity na nag-radiate from what you're doing with them?
When I went and visited the Dumagat people and the tribe in North Sagaray, they were so happy. Honestly, they have a community. It's so sheltered. It's so fresh kasi they have their own farm. They have their own water. They have their own poultry there. They were okay, but again, siguro what led me to that kind of cause and to reach out to them is because it was so secluded. It was so sheltered to the point na hindi lahat nakaka-afford them to go to school. Right. So I felt an instant connection with them na sana if we can have that kind of conversation with the right people and to help these children at least go to school, or I don't know, for their story to be heard, then I am already advocating for them for something for a greater change.
Amazing. And I know your appearances also on social media and in different channels. Yung marami kang nabubuksan ng mga doors. You open eyes also, you open ears of people para mag-reach out also to these people who need their help. Bring light also to those who are in darkness. And we love that. So in your journey so far, for 25 years, tama ba? What would be, what can you share with us as the most important? So far, I know, it could change later on, but for you, what is the most important lesson?
Lesson? In life?
In life, yeah.
The most important lesson in life is that when you are always kind and humble, these are the things that can make you grow further in life. You meet people along the way. When you're nice, when you're humble, you don't really have to brag about anything. But if you have that driving force of your dream, go for it. Pero dapat lagi ka pa ding mabait, magiging humble ka lang. Kasi sometimes you have already reached your dream. Pero minsan nakalimutan na natin maging mabait sa kapwa. Minsan nakalimutan na natin to always put our feet down pa din. Kasi baka kung ano na yung mga naiisip na natin. These are what I've always learned from people I always face with or natutulong nila sa akin. I'm 25, but there's so many things that I still want to achieve in life na I don't ever want to change. Kung ano man yung tinuro sa akin ng parents ko, that's just what I'm always going to advocate for or to share with other people, and to always being kind.
Okay, let's be specific on being 25 and having goals. Could you share with us what are your goals in the near future, or if you have a long-term goal as well, let us know.
Oh, simple lang. Sana maging pop star. Huy!
Ay, pwede naman. Pwede pa rin naman.
No, I still wanna, be a person in the public eye of many if I can share my voice, be an influence to them, be an advocate for anything that is social cause that is so close to my heart. I want to do that. So hopefully one day we can have our own charity for children that can really support their education, specifically those who are in the Magat tribe, and of course those children who are left here of overseas Filipino workers. Right. I'm really working really well with the DMW also for these family who are left here in the Philippines. And let's see, in the career field, kung magkakaroon talaga ng knock opportunity of showbiz, I would love to do that. I think there will be coming in the way naman. And very simple lang, sana in the next 5 years, healthy pa din ako. My parents are also healthy, and of course, the people around me are always, full with blessings.
All right. So, andi lang. Dito na tayo sa medyo, outside, when you already have your crown down, I suppose, after all the interviews, ano ba yung mga na-enjoy gawin ng isang Chelsea Manalo?
With or without a crown naman, or before pa naman without a crown, I am very simple lang. I enjoy going to the beach. I love eating, spending time with my family and
Ice
friends.
cream, tama, di ba?
Yes.
Do you have cream? Tama ba?
Oh, no.
Favorite flavor? Ano ba favorite flavor mo?
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Do you like ice cream then?
I like ice cream. I have a sweet tooth.
Oh.
So, pwede naman tayo sayang wala tayong ice cream ngayon.
It's okay. I've had so much ice cream already. Kailangan na natin magbawas ng konti.
Parang saan banda?
Hinihinga ko lang.
So, beach, food, ano ba? Ano ba yung mga pwedeng ka-bonding with Chelsea on her free time? Ano pa mga pwedeng gawin natin?
Let's try to at least get together. Kung magkakaroon tayo ng parang walk in the park with our animals, these are also what I'm looking forward to because I'm also a dog mama.
Ooh, amazing. Yes. For mama, ladies and gentlemen. How about, can you share a fact about yourself na hindi mo pa siguro na-share sa kahit anong dito lang, exclusive? Meron ka ba? Meron pa bang hindi ka alam ang Pilipino sa'yo?
Oh, I think they have already known so many things about me. I'm always an open book about it. Pero, ano pa ba? There's none, really. Kung malalaman nyo lang ang lahat ng personality ko, you can just go and ask Jasper here. Alam niya na eh. Kasi from Miss Universe pa lang hanggang ngayon, he's been there in the eyes of everyone. And yeah, I mean, I'm an open book naman.
Yeah, totally amazing a person in all angles, Chelsea Manalo. Ito na lang, Chelsea, kung ikaw naman ang tatanungin namin, do you know anything about, because I'm part of JCI Manila, we're doing this powered by JCI Manila. Anong idea mo about JCI Manila? Narinig mo na ba first time?
I asked the team behind me kung ano yung JCI nung
Nagre-research, guys.
Yes, because I really had to, of course, kailangan alam ko kung saan ako pupunta pag pumunta ako dito or to sit down with you. But I really had no idea what JCI at first, nung una. But now I think it's a group of
puro ano to, mga gentlemen, JCI Manila. It's a leadership organization, so we try to build leaders. Like myself, I went to JCI because I missed myself being a student leader when I was in high school, elementary, college.
So these are leaders,
yes.
I see. Okay.
Mga leaders. So iba, matagal na organization na to. So yung iba, Henry C., mga ganyan, mga Ayala, mga members natin yan, in government and different places.
Wow.
Yung mga guys na gustong mag-evolve also into becoming their better selves, built different also to make an impact with the society because we do a lot of projects also. Apart from business, also trying to make an impact to the society in different ways, like projects na pwedeng gawin, mga actual, like this one is a project of JCI Manila. But this is,
it's a gentleman.
At least JCI Manila. Pero JCI kasi has different chapters also around the world. Pwede ka pang mag-JCI 25 kasi hanggang 40 years old ang JCI. So if you want, parang si kaibigan natin si Pauline Amelix, di ba? JCI sa Bohol.
Wow.
Ayan. So yun, let me know lang. Kasi kung maganda to support your advocacies also because after the crown, di ba, Pwede pa magpatuloy if you want to make an impact in the society. So
Okay.
parang ganun yung JCI mo nila. With or without a crown, you could make a difference and impact in the society. With the community also, that is there to help you thrive in whichever
Okay.
field and helping out as well. Pero this time, ladies and gentlemen, gotten to know Chelsea Manalo more. We're gonna be pausing for a short break. See you for Built Different yet again in a very short while.
Liking the show so far? This episode wouldn't have been possible without our amazing sponsors. So let's hear from them.
The Built Different podcast would like to thank Henry's Camera, Power Mac, Hollyland, Green Philippines, Kappa Cabina, Surge Digital Media, Jazz Up Communications.
Welcome back to Build Different. You're still with me, Jazz Britt Youngson, and of course, our guest, Miss Chelsea Manalo. Chelsea, of course, this time, medyo tapos na tayo sa mga... Hindi pa pala tayo tapos. Pero ang gagawin natin mas exciting pa. Yung mga questions, because we are already in our segment called Different, Same.
What is that?
Kasi we could have different answers. You could give us
Okay.
different ideas.
Okay.
Pero here and there, our audience, myself included,
Okay.
might find similarities along
Yeah.
the way. And
Okay.
given that, we changed this up depending on our episodes and our guests. We have created a certain segment just specifically for you.
Okay.
In pageantry, syempre, you have your questions.
Question and answer.
Paborito mo
Okay.
ba yung question and answer?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so madali na to sa'yo. But
Okay.
we call this, instead of top 3, ito yung tough 3.
Tough.
Tough
ha?
3
Tough siya.
because we have surveyed and picked minds of people of the questions na medyo challenging sagutin, philosophical, medyo may lalim. So
Okay.
tingnan natin kung paano mo siya i-maneuver and give us the best Chelsea answer
Okay.
para manalo
Okay.
for a winning answer. We're gonna be giving you 30 seconds. You're gonna be picking a question, medyo marami-rami to. A question each. 30 seconds mo na sagutin ng isa't isa.
Here you go.
So, our first question. Parang ito lang yung ano to, Miss Universe Philippines.
Wag lang sisigaw ng malakas ah.
Okay.
Bulacan!
Bulacan! Hoy, Alden, hello. Kamusta ka, brother?
Okay.
Si Rumi. Okay. What insecurities, if any, are you willing to share? Timer starts now.
It has always been an insecurity of mine that I am very indecisive. These are the things that I always struggle with, but maybe it's not really an insecurity, rather a positivity, because having to decide one thing, you are really sure about what you want, why are you doing this, and how can you be happy and all this at the same time to help other people at the same time. So being indecisive can either be good and can either be bad as long as you are helping people.
Amazing. Kumbaga, the end in mind is to create an impact to the people around you. Okay naman yun. Ibig sabihin,
Yeah.
pinag-iisipan mo.
Yes.
Kasi sometimes there's a little bit of fear,
Alam mo,
doubt, and all
insecurity
that.
ko siya kasi maybe it has to do with, naniniwala ka ba sa zodiac signs?
Medyo. Ako, Leo ako, ikaw. ano
Oh,
ba?
I'm a Libra, so that's one of the things I'm so insecure about. They can be indecisive, but again, when they decide at nagkaroon na sila ng period dun sa decision nila, it's always for the better.
Okay.
It's always for the better.
I love it. Okay. And I think the better thing to do is to pick your next question.
Here you go.
Okay. Ito na yan.
This is fun.
Bulacan! The question is, why do people have to grow old?
Wow, okay.
Diba?
I believe that everybody have to grow old because we learn so many things in life that we have to share to other people or to the next generation. We grow old because the experiences are meant to be shared, are meant to be lived, are meant to be filled with happiness and positivity. So growing old, we live to prosper, to survive, and at the same time to live to our fullest.
Amazing. Under 30, pasok na pasok lahat.
Under 30 ba yan?
Oo, ang galing. Galing nga. Perfect nga eh.
Pero
Parang almost 1 second may natira. No, 1 second na lang.
Oh,
Pero
okay.
pasok na pasok. Pero I love it, di ba?
Oh, nagta-timer!
Oo, may timer talaga tayo. Oo, meron din
Okay.
tayong mga...
Hindi ko yung ano eh.
Ting! Oo.
Ting, oo.
Ipapasok na lang namin sa editing. Mahina kasi yung ano,
Okay.
yung tunog dito. Pero I love it. Tama. You grow... purposeful pa rin yung
Yeah.
growing old eh, no?
I think yun naman naman talaga yung real reason why we have to grow old is to really live our life to our fullest. And also, kung ano man yung mga natutunan natin along the way, we are meant to share that to the generations that are growing onto the next generation pa.
That is right. Kumbaga, it's not life if you don't become lifer. Joke lifer! It's not life kapag hindi mo siya nilive. Yeah, that's why we grow old. Alright.
Okay. Here you go.
Ay, dali lang. Ito pala doble. Doble yung
Okay. Next.
Ito. Ito na yung final top 3 question.
All right.
Chelsea.
Okay.
Ibang pageant yata to. Why are there wars?
Why are there wars? Wars sometimes happen within ourselves, not with other people. If we have so much guilt, so much hatred within ourselves, these are what can lead into war. So if we are sometimes reflected, when we are collected, when we know to the things that what we only can control and to, complete this in a peaceful manner, then there wouldn't be any war. War only happens when you are full of hatred, when you are full of anger within yourself. So I think in life, let's always try to remain calm. If we put up a really positive energy, then there wouldn't be such thing as war.
All right. Perfect. I love it. I love it na tama naman, ano?
Yeah.
The wars are actually in our own minds,
Yeah.
in our own souls. Nare-reflect lang siya to the world. Tapos nakakahanap ka ng mga allies na, maglaban natin to!
Iba na yan. Yung
wala,
wars,
wala.
marami kasing war. Parang it's so vague. Alam mo yun, war can happen in, I don't know, merong war with countries, war with, I don't know, sa kapitbahay, war within yourself. But it's always in yourself kasi if you're
That is
full of
right.
hatred, jealousy, dun nag-umpisa. Jealousy, then,
Yun. Kumbaga yung ipaglalaban natin, dapat wala nang sakitan.
yes.
Remove the hatred, ladies and gentlemen. Wow! Ganun lang kabilis yung oras. I think we are done with the top 3 and she came out of it alive and unscathed. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you learned a lot from Chelsea Manalo. But before we let her go, Chelsea, some final words to all our viewers, our listeners right here in Built Different.
Well, thank you so much, of course, to everyone who got me here. Thank you, Jasper, for that beautiful
for joining us.
comments, beautiful message that we had here, conversation. I really enjoyed that. And of course, thank you to everyone who supported my journey in Miss Universe Philippines and also in Miss Universe. I couldn't really make it all without all of you, without you also, Jasper. You are part of my victory. There's so much for us in growth, and I couldn't be more excited to share it with all of you. Kung magkakaroon pa tayo ng more moments to communicate here in JCI, Build Different, I would love to share more. Siguro, always just be kind to one another is my last message to everyone. I love you all.
Amazing. Of course, we'd love to have more of you, Chelsea. And I think we're going to be having more of you later on because there is a partnership between JCI Manila and the Miss Universe. Okay, so exciting times ahead. Kaya Build Different viewers and listeners, stay right there for more of Chelsea and, of course, a partnership with Miss Universe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to win in life, as a leader, I suppose, you have to embrace the difference that is in you because that makes you unique and that makes you a winner. Once again, my name is Jasper Johnson. See you in our next Built Different episode. Bye!
The Built Different podcast would like to thank Henry's Camera, Power Mac, Hollyland, U Green Philippines, Kappa Cabina, Surge Digital Media, Jazz Up Communications.